RC here, and today I just wanted to go over my top 5 picks of airplanes for 2021. Now, every one of these are Horizon Hobby planes except this one right here. This is a Twisted Hobbies Edge 540 V3, and it is in my lineup because after about 2 years, it's still one of my favorite 3D airplanes. So in January of 21, I had pre-ordered this one, the T28, and this has been an extremely fun airplane. I really have nothing bad to say about it. It's totally stock. I've not changed anything on it. I did get one of the early releases. I did have a problem with the motor. The wires touched the back of the motor, it burned out. Horizon sent me a new motor and a speed controller as it turned out. But you do about a 5-minute, take the cowl off, take the prop off, put a zip tie on it, perfect. This plane is so much fun. I've never seen anybody fly a T28 acrobatically, really. I can make this plane do anything I want to, roll in circles, snap rolls, it'll even hover. I love doing knife edge flight with it. I have another canopy, I do FPV flight with it. Really fun airplane. They've had them on sale a couple of times. If you don't have one, you ought to get one. So then they re-released their old Carbon Z Cessna, and this time they made it into a tail dragger. Now, if you're a hardcore tricycle landing gear guy, don't worry. It's got all the mounts and everything here on the bottom. You can purchase the additional landing gear, or maybe you had a Cessna and you just need to replace your old one. So you can take the gear off of it, slap it on here, and make a tail drag or a tricycle landing gear out of it. But this plane is very fun. I think most people at my field are very surprised when they see me with it, because I'm a 3D guy, but it flies very well. It does knife edges, snap rolls, spins, pretty much anything you really want to do with it. It doesn't have unlimited power. It has enough power to hover. And when you're in a hover with it like this, it won't actually pull up out, so you got to kind of push the nose over and go back into flight, but still a very fun airplane. And then I picked up the Habu SS. I am not an EDF guy at all. I had the Eflight F-16. Honestly, I hated it. Short flight times, had retracts. I had trouble with one of the retracts on it. Every time I flew it, I had to bend it in or out. I forget to make it clear when it retracted itself. The front nose gear, half the time you had to double hit the switch to make it retract. But this plane here is everything I've always wanted in an EDF. Flies on a 6S 4,000 milliamp. I get 7 minutes flight time out of this. Yes, 7 minutes. And no, that's not just nice cruising slow. That is doing some high-powered knife edge, 4-point rolls, rolling circles, anything I pretty much want to do, I can do with this airplane right here. Whole lot of fun. And if you're thinking about an EDF, I would definitely suggest that one. Now, if you're a beginner, you can fly it on a 4S 4000. It flies slower. It flies a lot like the STS version. And it should still be a lot of fun once you're advanced. You can stick a 6S in it and have a whole lot of fun. I've clocked it anywhere between 85 miles per hour and 110 miles an hour, depending on if no wind or a little bit of tailwind. The next one for the Eflight planes of 2021 is the new RV7. This plane was just one of those planes that honestly wasn't quite sure about in the beginning. It looked cool. It's small. a lot like the T28. They're both 1.1 meter. So you can see they're right on, right close to each other. One feature I like about this one, it has the navigation lights. You got the lights on here on the wingtips, and then you have your little headlights on the front end of it, along with a tail light back here. And these lights are very, very bright. I've actually flown this plane and the Cessna. The Cessna also has navigation lights, both pitch black at night. Yeah, you have to pay attention to what you're doing, but it's definitely durable. And this one here got an easy hatch that removes. You got plenty of room inside of here for your battery receiver. I purchased this one from a buddy of mine, a plug and play. He did a video review, and then I mentioned I'd like to have it. I did modify mine. As you can see, my flaps will go up. I added full span ailerons to mine. It didn't need it. I just, being a 3D pilot, I do like the extra roll rate that it gives. So I have a video on my channel about that if you'd like to do that. But definitely a fun plane. So that is my top 4 planes for Horizon Hobby Eflight. Now in my lineup is also this one, highly 3D capable airplane. This is a profile foamy. We all know them. They've been around for years. The thing that makes this one different from all the rest, it actually has an airfoiled wing, and that really gives you more stability and slow flight. You can hear it around real nice and slow. It hovers wonderfully. This one's pretty much stock, except for I do have an Avion smart speed controller on it, so I can actually, it won't stop when I push reverse when you're coming down, but it does slow down pretty slow, and I can do some pretty wicked looking maneuvers with it. I added their Warrior RC light kit to it. Got lights here on both wing tips, and on the bottom here they all highlight the airplane while you're flying in total blackness. They do very well. If you're looking for a light kit for any airplane, I highly suggest checking these out. I'll have a link in the description for them. Just a great flying plane. This one flies on a 3S 2200. Yeah, I know it looks like it might fly on 4S, but some guys do, but trust me, it doesn't need any more power. It does everything you want to do with it. I guess I should tell you the battery sizes for all of these. So the T28, the RV7, they both take 3 or 4S 2200. I know guys that fly 3300 in both of them. I like to keep them lighter. They fly better, I think. This one's a 6S 5000. There's plenty of battery room inside of there for battery. The only thing I've had a problem with on this plane is the hatch coming off, so I've added a couple of magnets, added some braces here to kind of get the hatch to stay on better. And honestly, I've had trouble with the magnet on this plane too. But if you fly it like a regular person flies, just sports flying, honestly, it probably would never come off. With my high-speed snap rolls, it tends to blow off the canopy. So guys, that is my top 5 picks for 2021. I'm very excited to see what Horizon Hobby brings us in the 2022 year. I appreciate all my subscribers. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. I do fun stuff like this all the time. Airplanes, cars, helicopters. You never know what might not on my channel. So thank you all again, and happy flying, everybody.